in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Illini, Memorial Stadium in Champaign, Illinois. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the James Madison Dukes, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Illinois Fighting Illini. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Illinois about to kick it away to get things started. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Dukes offense will get the football first. Here's the handoff. Can't get him to the ground. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
1 man in the backfield, and he gets it. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
And the Dukes have this offense rolling. Power football with the run. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Dukes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Motion from the wideout. They'll run play action. Completes it in the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Dukes come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the back. Powers through the defender. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Illegal blocking. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Dukes pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Wants to go up top. Flips it out to the back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Cano. Flips it out in the flat. There he goes. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. If they're going to keep covering him like that, they're just going to keep going to him.
Yeah, and it's so hard because you want to stay back and take away the weapons outside to the wide receivers, but when this guy's going to be able to catch the football and he makes plays like this, now I'm going to have to maybe go play more man, bring a guy to him, and not let him get those open touches.
It's complete to the left. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback will keep it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Might be changing the route. On third down, he drops to throw. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. So that touchdown nullified by the penalty in the red zone. Eleventh play of this opening drive coming up at this one, a 3rd and long. Looking to pass, it's Cano. Into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. So the Illinois Fighting Illini now go on offense, and they'll have it for the first time. And this might be a real challenge for this quarterback because that corner, David, can take away an entire half of the field.
Yeah, and that's the bright part of this defense. Like you know out wide exactly what you're getting week in and week out, and it is top flight. Like one of the best in the country at your spot. So interested to see how this passing attack works while avoiding that guy, because I'm not going after him, Palmer.
I think this quarterback has seen a secondary built like this. He definitely hasn't seen a corner with this guy's ability. And so if he is going to try him, he better have really good timing. He better be very accurate. He better not be late throwing out-breaking routes because this dude will pick him off and take it to the house.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Man, those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
The Fighting Illini facing a 3rd and long to keep this drive alive. Here comes the heat. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. And here comes the punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. Guys, it's James Madison on top as we've come to the end of the quarter. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing ends of the field. Quarterback may change this route. Going right to work up top. They're working that left side. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Hand off from the shotgun. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The give on the inside. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Back has it. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Line getting set on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Got him downfield. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so...
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Dukes. That his 40th career touchdown run.
This guy's had a lot of success throughout his career, but 40 touchdowns is something that's pretty commendable, David. He continues to challenge himself each and every game and every year to get better.
Yeah, just the consistency has been so impressive. The offense is built around him. Like, he's going to get the football, he's going to be featured, and still finds the end zone week after week.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Fowler. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. Finds enough room to get it to the 21 before going out of bounds. The Fighting Illini needing to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Here's the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. First down and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And the Dukes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll move the wide receiver. Running back searching for a hole. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to them and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way. Then I'll throw the football.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
The Dukes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. On the move. And he's stopped by that big defensive tackle up front.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield and created the negative play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll give it to the back. Got enough space. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Dukes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to slam it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, James Madison. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Illinois offense returns to the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Illinois can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. Back to pass. Using the quick game. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been taking in a magnificent scene there today in Champaign. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Dukes will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like this offense.
Turning it on! And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Oh, there's an alley to the left. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. Looking to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Off the play fake. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit.
Number 13 on the field goal.
It's good. Easy call for the refs. The gap to 14. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Hill starts the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Back to throw, it's Cano. He hurls one deep down the left side. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35.
Man, I love this offensive approach, man. All gas, no... You got the lead, so what? Continue to do what you do. Find those one-on-one situations and continue to stay aggressive.
And the Dukes will have it 1st and 10. The give to the lone running back. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Dukes.
Number 0 with the grass and the score.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive.
James Madison, 24, Illinois 3.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. The Illinois offense returns to the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Makes the quick grab. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
The give from the gun. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And this is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. They'll run it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
He might want another play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Finds the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his 2nd catch so far in this game.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for play. The Dukes will send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of... as he had in that win last week. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. The give on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Hauls it in. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Finds a man on the right. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. We've come to the break, and James Madison is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback. this one. So first down will open up the final period. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Offense breaks the huddle on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Illinois move the chains on the ground. Let's see if they run behind that big offensive line again. To the air on first down. Time to take a shot. Picked off to stop the threat. Got room on the return. He's at the 40, the 20. Touchdown, James Madison. How about this defense taking one back to the house? That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
You really got to be impressed with the defense here late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job, not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point.
That makes the score. James Madison, 31, Illinois, 3.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Fires to the right. Wide open downfield. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going.
And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. Line is set on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Lofts one high and deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't...
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the touchdown, Dukes. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Second down, he'll throw it. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Illinois needs a big play here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Wants to return it. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. They want that clock to run. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Quick release by the QB. Breaks into the open. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Give to the running back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see them choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
He'll be run out of bounds at the 13.
In situations like this, offensively, when you've got the lead in the fourth quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Illinois, 3.
On the move from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. The Fighting Illini facing a 3rd and long to keep this drive alive. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.